can you just walk into a Foot Locker and like, grab a pair of underwear or a pair of like your sneakers and leave?
I never tried that.
I think you should.
I should try it. I should try it. That's a damn.
I've tried it. The answer is no. Hey guys, welcome to Garbage Time. I'm your host, Katie Nolan. Tonight on the show, I drink a lot and pitch ideas to the creator of Drunk History. I talk to a bunch of Mets fans about how much they love Chase Utley right now, and as you just saw, I hang out with Kevin Durant, which was sweet. But first, I feel like we need to address what happened on the show last week. Guys, hi, how are you? Some of you are new here. Last week, things got pretty serious. There was a thing that was bumming me out. I felt like I needed to talk about it, so we broke format of the show a little bit to talk about it, but I just want to say now, that's not how it's going to be every week. We are going to get back to the fun, lighthearted stuff, talk about how much we love sports and why we love sports. That one thing just needed to be said. But I know if you go too negative, it's easy to tune it out, so we are going to go back to the stuff that we like. Real quick, before we move on from the serious stuff, though, I just want to address Jerry Jones's statement about the Greg Hardy situation, because it just shows how deep the problem really is, that he, while giving a statement about a statement, was then perpetuating the same stuff that Greg Hardy did, the same sexism, the same just not knowing the correct thing to say. And no, come back. No, sorry. I'm not going to be negative for much longer. I just wanted to get out that point about Jerry Jones. I can be positive. There were good things that came out of this weekend. Terry Bradshaw, Jim Nance both said very powerful, important things on their broadcasts, which went really far. So that's all fantastic. Seems like the right people are starting to have the right conversation. Not all the right people, though. I don't know if you saw Shannon Sharp was tweeting, basically blaming it on women in the media for complaining so much instead of focusing on the good, and then he blocked me on Twitter. I didn't know Shannon Sharp could block anybody. But he, no, sorry, you're right. I was talking about it too much. Talk about the good stuff. Hey, hi, hello, hi, I've got good stuff. Let's talk about Josh McCown, who a couple weeks ago, everybody was like, put in Johnny Manziel. And then guess who set a record for most passing yards in a game for the Browns this week? It was Josh McCown. I gotcha. Amazing. That's great stuff. This is the year of the backup. People are stepping up when they have to. That all started with D'Angelo Williams. When Le'Veon Bell was suspended and he had to play, and he did really, really well. Speaking of D'Angelo Williams, did you hear about the fact that they're not going to let him wear pink for the rest of the year to honor his mother who died of breast cancer? No. I know that sounds super negative. I know it does. But just stick with me here. Good things. He actually, D'Angelo Williams, is going to pay. No, studio's this way. Come back. He's going to pay for 53 mammograms for women in Carolina and in Pittsburgh. He's making a difference. Athletes do great things. That's amazing. And it's the fact that we talk about the bad things they do doesn't negate the good things they do. And the NFLPA's statement about how we can only talk about the good things is stupid and really inappropriate. No. I'm not being negative. I'm being Why would you do that? Hey, where are you going? Did you see JJ Watt's Instagram? He posted a picture of his grandmother and he wished her a happy birthday. It was amazing. Sarah, move. Sorry. It was really great. It's really good. Oh, the Eagles have been winning. That's good. Did you see this video? Did you see this video? Look at who loves
When Muhammad Ali was down, did you count him out? When Jiminy Cricket was down, did you count him out? This is the comeback, Doug. 2 and 3. Did you see DeMarco Murray? This is the game, Doug.
Yeah. Woo! It's exciting, right? Being a sports fan is amazing. There are really great, awesome things about sports. Yes, there are some bad things, but talking about the bad things doesn't negate the good things, right? I drafted C.J. Anderson onto my fantasy team. Does that make my team suck? No. I should stop talking about my fantasy team. I'll never mention it again. I'm so sorry. Just stick with me. Let's enjoy the good thing about sports, and we can also talk about the bad things. But look, this week, we've got a great weekend of football coming up. We have 6 teams right now that are undefeated. Carolina's going to Seattle, right? We're going to see if they can win that game. A lot of people think they can't. I guess we'll find out. We've got the Patriots. They're undefeated. They're going to play the Colts. That's going to be really awesome. All positive. Well, the Patriots playing the Colts, that means we're probably going to have to talk about Deflategate some more, which I'm sick of. No, come back. Sorry. Let's just watch this video of Kevin Durant. Who doesn't love Kevin Durant? Garrett, I am so excited. Kevin Durant, huge names. I was up all night. I have my research. I'm ready to ask him all these questions.
I forgot to tell you, and this is my bad. We actually can't talk about basketball with him.
with Kevin we can't talk basketball with Kevin Durant.
We're not able to talk basketball with him. We can only talk about the new product that he's launching.
Okay, and the new product is?
It's a new line of underwear. It's gonna be fine. It's my bad. It's gonna be great. Just tag all the questions back to underwear.
I can do that. The Thunder have been a perennial threat to win the championship. You know this. Billy Donovan's coming into a new situation. It's going to be a bit of a learning curve.
For sure, for sure.
Do these underpants wick sweat away when you wear them?
Yeah, I tried them out yesterday, and like I sweated a lot.
Yeah.
But Billy Donovan was in there watching me actually sweat a lot. That was the only thing I was thinking about when I was on the court too. Was like, how are they gonna catch the sweat? Perfect product. You should grab a pair if you ever sweat as much as I do, or play in front of Billy Donovan.
I do both of those things.
Yeah, so perfect for you.
That's perfect. You and Russell Westbrook are one of the most dynamic duos in all of sports, but it almost seems like there aren't enough shots to go around. So tell me about your new underwear line.
There's a lot of shots to go around.
Yeah. But specifically
And
the underwear line.
The underwear are cool.
Let me ask you this. You're from DC. Fans in Washington are already printing Wizards jerseys with your name on them, so I'm just gonna ask you, where can people find these underpants?
Next to the OKC jerseys in Foot Locker. Usually right where they put them, next to my jersey.
That's smart.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah. The NBPA Players Awards, where they had their first year this year,
Yep.
where players are voting on, titles for other players.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, do they make these underwear for women?
They're unisex.
They are?
I mean, just
can.
thought of it just now. Foot Locker, next to the OKC jerseys, next to the KDs. They capture your sweat really well.
That's great. Kevin, thank you for your time.
Thank you. That was the best interview I had in the
And
last
your whole
20
life.
years. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Best interview ever. Thank you, Kevin, for having fun and playing along with a very weird interview, though I don't think your people wanted you to. But you should seriously check out his new line of Neff underwear, available exclusively at Foot Locker next week. Coming up, we have a very special surprise guest in studio. Who could it be? I don't know. Who is it? But first, we have some really cool news here at Garbage Time. We started a podcast. Yay! And for our first episode, we somehow convinced the amazing and wonderful Rachel Nichols to come to our studio and hang out. We talked about a lot of things, from the Greg Hardy situation to her incredible career in sports journalism to whether she prefers ranch or blue cheese, because journalism. The first episode of the Garbage Time podcast will be up on iTunes tomorrow, but you can subscribe to it today. Subscribe to it today. And if that's not enough to sell you, then here's a clip from my talk with Rachel in which I grill her aggressively on the fact that she thinks a hot dog is a sandwich. So if someone said, I'm gonna go get some sandwiches, and they came back with hot dogs, you'd be like, that's fine, that's what I was expecting. Yes?
I can't say it's come up so hard. This is like a big problem. You don't have that guy in your office who's like, I'm gonna go get sandwiches, and then shows up with hot dogs, and you're like, oh, Dave did that Dave thing again.
And now, second Guess Tess.
Gosh damn it! If I'd only had the foresight to start Josh McCown instead of Aaron Rodgers, I would have won this week.
Do you even work here?
This has been second Guess Tess.
Tess stole that sweater from my closet, and I'm wearing it now. Hey guys, welcome back to Garbage Time. Coming up, I hang out with Derek Waters from Drunk History, and he makes me drink and talk about stuff, because that is what he does. But first, it's October, which usually means postseason baseball for a lot of teams that aren't usually the Cubs. But not this year. This year, the Cubs are headed to the NLCS after knocking off the St. Louis Cardinals Tuesday night. It's been 12 years since the Cubs have made it this far into the playoffs, and 12 years to the day that Cubs fan Steve Bartman infamously interfered with a foul ball in left field about to be caught by Moises Alou. And with us now, after 12 years of complete silence and 0 interviews or media appearances of any kind, we are joined exclusively by Steve Bartman. Yeah. Steve, thank you thanks for coming out of hiding to be with us today. Before we get started here, I may need a pen for this interview. Could somebody toss me a pen? Okay, I want to interview you. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, but I'm just feeling a little bit hungry. I'm sorry, I didn't eat today. So maybe I could get a snack? This isn't working. You're supposed to mess everything up, but you aren't. So you're blowing the segment, Steve.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
Steve Bartman, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Steve. Hopefully the Cubs win this year and their fans don't hate you anymore. Someone that is hated by an entire fan base right now, though, is Chase Utley. And after his slide Game 2 into second that broke Ruben Tejada's leg, Mets fans have been very eager to vocalize their hate for him. So before Game 4 Tuesday night, we went to Citi Field to talk to them about it and sing a song. Check it out. What are your honest thoughts on Chase Utley?
Chase Utley is a scumbag. I think he's a dog, so you should call him Chase Utley.
I think he's a lowlife from Philly.
I feel like he meant to hurt Tejada with that slide.
You should have knew better.
If you were standing right here, right now, look him in the eyes, and what would you say to Chase Utley?
I hate you. I want to throw the scalding hot coffee in your face.
I would take him out, I'd wine him and dine him, I'd pay for the meal, and I'd stab him in a parking lot.
Just looking at that picture gets me so upset. Look at this. You see this?
Chase Utley, I'm looking at you. Not cool. You're a dirty player.
All right, let's sing a song. The key is
G minus.
Take
me out of the ball game.
Take me out with the slide.
Hurt me to break up a double play.
We'll rule that it's okay.
Cause it's root for the Mets.
If we don't win, it's a joke. It's a joke.
I'll miss 1, 2, 3 games or more.
Cause my leg is broke.
In true New York terms, he's a douchebag.
Thanks, Mets fans. We've now gone to 2 playoff games this year, and both teams have lost. So, sorry guys, we won't do that anymore. Or maybe we could go inside next time and watch some actual baseball. No? Great. Up next, Eric Waters from Drunk History. But before that, every week on Monday we do a mini show called Monday Morning Monologue, also known as taking the nation by storm. I make as many jokes about the weekend in the NFL as I can in 2 minutes, and we put it up on the interwebs for you to enjoy because we are such nice people. Here's some of the best from this week. Rex Ryan gave his entire team wristbands that said, "Yes, sir," the only words he wanted his players to use if they were flagged by a ref. But when the Bills were penalized on the first play of the game, he snapped his. I'll be honest, when I saw the headline, "Rex Ryan snaps band," this is not what I thought.
This week on Thursday Night Football, the 5-0 Saints take on the 1-4 Falcons. Drew Brees and Brandon Cooks have been tearing through opposing defenses, while Atlanta still seeks an identity under their new coach. Wait, the Falcons are 5-0 and the Saints suck? Oh boy, I wrote this one in the preseason. I was kind of thinking of mailing it in this week, guys, so I have nothing prepared. Nothing at all. So just go with what I know about these teams? Okay. New Orleans still leans on red zone threat Jimmy Graham. Wait, they traded him for a center? That's absolutely stupid. Why would they do that? Roddy White still catching touch. Leonard Hankerson? Come on, you guys are with me, right? Saints, Falcons. Who the hell is Devontae Freeman?
Hey! That's my guy, Devontae Freeman. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Derek Waters from Drunk History came by the studio this week, and I decided to get drunk and pitch him ideas for a new drunk show that we could do together, because this one sucks. It went very well. So I have a couple of ideas. I figured I would try them with you.
I'm ready.
I feel like we should be drunk for this.
Oh, I love these. These are cool.
The beer is warm, though, which is how I like it.
Well, I was freezing, so this is warming me up.
The first one, 30 for 30 racks.
30 for 30 racks.
And it's like a documentary series of all the best performances of athletes that are drunk. Sports, history, 30 racks. 30 for 30
What's
packs.
the racks?
Well, because so is it packs, you guys call it. 30 for 30 packs of beer.
Oh.
So know then. This one's called Drink History. So
Almost a demand.
it's a game show
Love it.
where you answer sports trivia questions and you drink afterwards. So I figured this would be best served if we just try some of these. I'll be the host, you be the contestant.
Oh, fun. Thank you for having me on here,
Thank you
Katie.
so much
good
for
to be
being
here.
here. It's so
this
great
is
to
fun.
see
Here
you.
from Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you ready to win a potential mug that says garbage time on it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Here we go. Question number 1. What Yankee pitched a perfect game hungover in 1998? Was it A, Roger Clemens, B, Andy Pettitte, C, David Wells, or D, David Cone?
Damn. I guess it's Clemens. No, it
You're
was
wrong. It's David Wells. So drink. History.
Oh God, I hate this.
Oh God. What about this one? Drunk mystery.
Ooh.
So it's like, what even happened on Saturday? I don't remember. I was really drunk. Let's go walk backwards through the night and figure it out.
I'm serious. Like, I'm really jealous that you thought of it.
I gotta change cards. Hold on.
I wish it said that.
You don't know that it doesn't. This one I think is the winner. It's called Drunk Future.
I hear where you're going. Why don't you finish that and then tell me the rest of the pitch?
That's
All right.
smart. Do we have more?
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Drunk Future.
Drunk Future. Katie,
I get
Nolan.
drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it more
I'm
believable.
excited to hear this example.
So in 2020, all college athletes will be paid unless you've played basketball at Kentucky. Marijuana and steroids and sports gambling will all be legal, but football is going to be illegal. In 2030.
You're not. Wait, we're still on the same show.
Yeah, I'm not moving on. Drunk. Well, let me get a little more drunk, and then I'll. Oh, thank you.
I'm doing it.
Drunk near future. I'm gonna appear on the next season of Drunk History.
Yeah. What are you gonna talk about?
Probably this moment. How well it went. When can we watch the new season of Drunk History?
Oh, thank you for asking, Catherine. Drunk History appears every Tuesday night on Comedy Central at 10:30, right after Tosh.0. Not funny, but lots of ratings.
Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. That guy's excited. You know why? It's time for ad drop. Ooh, new title card. What? First up, I'm gonna add this Russian goalie. This guy who allowed Russian President Vladimir Putin to score 7 goals on him during his traditional birthday game. Putin's team went on to win 15-10 and was presented with a trophy afterwards. See, if Putin's team wins, they get a trophy. If the other team wins, they get deported. I'm adding the goalie because that was a calculated move, and I like it. I'm going to drop Lewis Hamilton, the F1 star, because after he won the Sochi Grand Prix, he celebrated his victory by spraying Russian President Vladimir Putin with champagne on the winner's podium. He said it was an accident, but so will Putin's trained assassins. Next, I'm going to add this pumpkin from the Stillwater Harvest Festival in Minnesota last weekend, which was carefully stuffed with about 100 pounds of candy, lifted using a crane and dropped from 100 feet in the air. Wow, yeah, much like Halloween, this activity seems equal parts fun and incredibly dangerous. Everyone's wearing a mask. If someone kills you, how are you gonna ID him? Well, you're dead, so never mind. I'm going to drop this bridge in New Zealand because it dropped 4 French tourists 28 feet into a river. Don't worry, none of the hikers were seriously injured, but come on, bridge, Seriously, you had one job. You're so stupid. Yeah, I just burned that bridge. Okay, that's it for Ad Drop. All right, guys, running out of time, and we need to crown our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, our hero is the reason why they're called man's best friend.
Sam, can you give me a beer? Good boy. Can you go close the door for me?
He even closes the fridge. I was still kind of out because he left the fridge open and electric bills are already expensive, but he goes back and he closes the fridge. I love him. That's all the time we have this week. Thanks to Kevin Durant for talking about his underpants. That was fun. Thanks to Derek Waters for letting me drink with him. And thanks to Rachel Nichols for being our first podcast guest. Go subscribe to the Garbage Time Podcast on iTunes right now. Episode 1 comes out tomorrow. Also, thanks to Steve Bartman. Steve, nope, sorry, Steve, you are interfering. Steve! Here's more garbage. Have a good week, guys.
Kevin and Katie!
Kevin and Katie!
Oh my God!
We got lots of stuff to say!
Yes, we do!
Oh, I don't get to drink.
Drink!
No, wait.
No, you drink, you just always drink!
What show is this?
Garbage Time.
With
Katie Nolan. Yeah.
You're not Katie Nolan.
No!
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.